We got a lot of labels, a lot of creativity, a lot of imagination, a lot of dreams. We've been given dreams. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain that to you. This is a special episode. I was gonna say episode, but it's a special episode, if my speech is correct. Let's get right into it. Now I want to talk about a quick verse in the Bible that has a reference to creativity, okay? And that's from the very beginning. We're talking about Genesis 2, verse 19. I'm going to read it to you real quick, okay? So, and out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. So, already, we had the privilege to name items, the privilege to use our imagination, okay, from the very get-go. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special piece today that was delivered from an artist, a friend of mine, Kenneth Stevenson. I'll leave a link to his Tumblr below. Okay, now this piece specifically represents art for art's sake. It's the embodiment of you as an individual creating the best possible art that you can create in your respective field. Being a leader in the field that you've chosen, the field that you've been given that greatness in, okay? So you have talents, you have abilities, but let's not be complacent. This is the embodiment of being great. What are you good at? What are you great at? What do you put your all into? Whatever that is, specifically, you need to give it 100%. Okay? And I just gave you a verse based on creativity, based on imagination. You have no limits. The Lord is telling you, you will have no limitations towards your imagination. So when you feel limitless, you've created that. From what you've seen in the world, from the people you surround yourself with, you've created limitations. With imagination, if you ever go to sleep at night, which a majority of us do, you'll understand dreams, imagination is limitless. So specifically, let's talk about create. The definition of that is bring unto being, right? So when you're creating, what is that entitled? What do you have to do to create? First and foremost, you have to have a vision. Definition of vision: the sense of seeing anything seen, phantom, creation. So in order to even create, first you gotta have a vision. You gotta know where you're at. The Lord has said you can't see anything unless you have a vision to obtain it. So ladies and gentlemen, the first step to create anything, any endeavor, any goal, any dream, any inspiration, you gotta have a vision for it. And if you don't have a vision for it, today is the day. Let's create. Come on. Come on, let's create that vision. When I say let's create that vision, I mean let's map it out. Let's ask all the right questions. It's not that you don't know how to do what you want to do, or you don't know the route you want to take. It's the fact that you don't know the questions that have to be answered. So let's work a little bit harder and let's answer these questions, okay? So, in order to have visions, let's take it back even further, people. What did I just talk about? Shout out to the crow. You have to dream. Dream, vision, creation goes hand in hand. You have to dream. Dreaming is nothing but imagination. It allows you to have that vision. It allows you to create. Okay? So, we take that even further. Imagination. Create. Vision. Dream. Once you equip that weapon, see, we talk about weapons of mass destruction. Let me go off topic so I can get back on topic. We talk about weapons of mass destruction. We've been given the most, my favorite word is coming, the most potent form of weaponry that I can think of. We've been given the ability to imagine, the ability to create, the ability to see a vision, map it out, create that vision, and dream. Everything that's been put on this earth has been developed through some form of vision. Somebody had an idea. Just think about it and let this marinate. Somebody had an idea and they made it happen. So everything we use, from transportation to technology, social media, clothes, the food we eat, is a form of somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's imagination. So everything that we see is another human being's imagination, from the way the government is put together, from capitalism. It's from another perspective, somebody's creation, somebody's imagination. Dwell on that concept for a second. So for you to think you're not special enough to create something, to pursue an idea, to pursue an imagination, you've been given that weapon of mass destruction. Because when I say weapons of mass destruction, it can be used for good and it can be used for bad, right? But it's all on you. So let that marinate. You were born to create. You were born to have visions. You were born to have dreams. So my question for you, what have you been dreaming about? Okay? What has been lingering in your mind? What have you been dreaming about? Let me know. Leave a comment below and describe something that you really have a passion for. Describe it. Send me an email. Let's talk about it. Let's see how we can make it happen. Let's see what I can do to help serve you, who I can connect you with. You're not the only one with a dream. There's other people out here that want to help you. But have confidence in your vision and become a leader of that vision, so people can follow you, so people want to help you. Okay? So that's it for today. I'm here for you, and I want you to create. Follow your imagination. You've been given that form. Don't just accept everything you see. All right? And when you follow your imagination that God's giving you, that weapon of mass destruction for you to create, I'm a firm believer that your life will be changed. Once again, I'm going to leave a link to the artist, Kenneth Stevenson. A very influential artist. Every piece has a specific meaning to it. So, take your time to show some support. Another episode of JajasMike. See you next week. We out.